Okay, so in this video, let's talk about the YouTube doubters. So I have like 5 questions that I always get asked by people who doubt what I talk about on this channel. I don't think it's only my channel that experiences this. I think other channels that do similar content as mine, they get similar comments in the comment section. Well, of course, I do delete those comments because I don't want any of my followers here on this channel to ever doubt the magic of social media, how YouTube has changed people's lives. And when I say changed people's lives, I'm not talking just financially, but also you as a person, your personality, probably even your character. Maybe you were this person that was always shy. Maybe you were into yourself and then you started a YouTube channel, and suddenly now you are also discovering great things about yourself, that actually you are a good speaker. Not only are you a good speaker, but you are also intelligent. Not only you are intelligent, but you are also a great storyteller. Not only you are a great storyteller, but you're also likable. That is why people are subscribing to your channel and enjoying watching you, and also taking valuable information from your channel. You are building a personal brand, you are building a reputation, you are building respect, and but above everything, you have built yourself your confidence. Because this is exactly what YouTube does for a lot of people that start YouTube channels. One of the questions that I always get asked, basically, I would say this is more like a mockery than a question. Somebody once said, YouTube is for kids. Why are you doing YouTube? Grow up. And then I was taken aback by that for a second. And I'm like, but if YouTube is for kids, why are you here? Why did you actually click on the YouTube app without seeing any videos? Why did you click on the YouTube app as an adult and then you started watching videos if YouTube is for kids? I don't get it. Yes, YouTube does have YouTube Kids on its own, but this YouTube is the main one where people that are above the ages of 17 can watch videos. So what are you doing? And all these other adults that are busy creating videos, what are you saying about that? Why are you targeting me? Why do you think it felt so free and easy to approach me and then tell me to grow up because YouTube is for kids? That for me, it was a very interesting comment, but again, I kind of like also understood because of their own probably prejudices against people like myself. That was my conclusion. And then I will get another, what do you call this, comment, more like a question. Why don't you get yourself a real job? And you're like, but YouTube is a job. And what makes you think that prior for me to be a YouTuber, I did not have a real job? You don't know me. You don't know what my qualifications are. You don't know what my profession was. And yet you have the audacity to come and say, get a real job. No, I'm done with 9 to 5. I've had my good time with it, built myself a name, and I'm okay. And that is why I came to YouTube, because YouTube changed my life in so many ways, not only financially, but with the things that as I've said earlier, how YouTube changed my life. And I would also want other people who were in a similar position as me to experience having a YouTube channel, how their own lives can be changed. Yes, money is important because you need it to pay your bills. You need it to affirm a lot of things and get a lot of things in order for you to continue to create content. So now when you're coming and say, get a real job, YouTube is a real job. It takes probably for me 16 hours just to create one video. That is number one, you have to do your research. Number two, you have to fact check. Number three, look at what YouTube is saying about the things that I am saying in any video. And number four, then when you set up, you are a one-man show. You are a scriptwriter, you're a producer, you're a presenter, you are the cameraman, you are the editor, you are the manager of your own settings. as a YouTuber. These are skills I would have never gotten in my 9 to 5 before. Because in a 9 to 5, everything is pinned against the wall. It's like this. By 65, I'm expected to retire and then go live my life in pain because my back is sore, my legs are swelling, and my hands are beginning to lock. And you are telling me to go enjoy the money that I have been busy growing when I could have a YouTube channel and still have a great quality of life, balancing life as well as YouTube. These are the things that I want my followers to experience. So it is a job. It's a job. It takes time to do what we do. Editing can take you the entire day just to get an 8-minute long video. It was not shot in 8 minutes. It was probably shot in 3 hours. And in that 3 hours, the YouTuber looks for all the right points to compress into an 8-minute video. And then you watch for 8 minutes and you thought, oh, it took 8 minutes to film this video. It didn't. It's a job. YouTube is a job. Not just a job, but a real job. And then the other one, I have these questions, as you can see right here. The other question would be, why are you lying to people about YouTube? Of course, you ask, what do you mean? Which part of what I'm talking about on YouTube is a lie? Well, in most cases, they never come back, but I think I understand what they mean by that. Every time when I talk about earnings on YouTube, how much YouTubers are earning, that's when I will get that question. Why are you lying to people about YouTube? Meaning that, no, YouTube doesn't pay. There's no way that you will create a video, put it on YouTube, and then you'll get paid. Well, they don't listen, number one, because in order to get paid on YouTube, there are 2 requirements that you need to fulfill. That is getting 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time within 365 days, or 10 million shorts, and all that part I usually don't talk about because I find it almost near impossible to get 10 million YouTube shorts views. I'm just going to talk about these 2, the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 hours of watch time, right? And then YouTube itself will then send you an email to invite you into the YouTube Partner Program. This is now where we're talking about earning money from YouTube. And the other thing that I would assume as an intelligent person who would ask such a question, why you're lying to people about YouTube, yet you see adverts when you watch YouTube videos. If you understand anything about adverts, don't you ask, well, I'm seeing adverts in this video. Does this person who is an owner of this channel earn money? So it goes to show you how narrow-minded some people are when they are watching YouTubers like myself that talk and teach YouTube, right? So in most cases, that is what I would get, why you're lying to people about YouTube. It simply means there is no such a thing as earning money on YouTube. Well, there is such a thing as earning money on YouTube. And if you start your own YouTube channel, you will see. Speaking of which, I had a next door neighbor just decide who used to watch my videos. And then he will say, hey, I don't think YouTube pays. And then I said, well, start a channel. But instead of him starting a channel, he asked his first daughter who was unemployed to start a channel. Tell me why now his daughter is now a boss of her own because of having a YouTube channel. She does cooking content. And her cooking channel is doing pretty well and is paying her pretty well. For a person who's been sitting at home unemployed for the longest time, now earns money on YouTube, at least 10,000 Rand a month. Where we should have gotten that 10,000 Rand if it wasn't her father challenging me about lying to people about YouTube. He came back and apologized. So maybe you too, one day, if you are an honest person, you will come back and apologize after one of your loved ones start a YouTube channel and then start making money. Educate yourself. And then there's another one similar to this, to the previous one. Don't lie, there's no money on YouTube. So basically, these are people who have heard other YouTubers saying, listen, I wouldn't recommend you to start a YouTube channel without having a 9 to 5 because there's no money on YouTube. But those YouTubers don't tell the full story about why they are making little money. There are different niches or different content on YouTube. Though, if you talk about low paying content or niche, obviously you're not going to make money on YouTube. But if you are going to talk about high end paying niches like finance, you are going to see significant amount of money coming into your account. So now, of course, you have to re-educate these people. Like, yeah, the person that told you there's no money on YouTube is because either they were doing entertainment. If it was not entertainment, they were doing vlogs. If they were not doing vlogs, they were doing drama and skits, or they were talking about politics maybe. Those are low-paying niches on YouTube. With vlogs, however, what I love about it, it pays a lot when it compensates with views. Fortunately, vlogs are now becoming a thing again. If you start a vlog channel, within a year, you'll be making somewhere around 25,000 to 30,000 rand a month, sometimes even 50,000. And I'm talking in a South African context here. So vlogs are now becoming a job, a stable job for many people. And I'm saying job because YouTube is a job. So it also will depend with the type of person that you are talking to who is a YouTuber and making money on YouTube. If they are doing low paying niches, of course, they will say there's no money. But if you're going to ask people like myself who does this type of content, which is a high-end paying content, obviously the money is going to be significant. I'm not going to say there's no money on YouTube. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you, there's a lot of money on YouTube to be made. People have bought houses, cash, because of content like this one that I talk about on the channel. Forget finance, forget business. I'm just talking about social media growth content or niche. Whether you talk about TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all of those fall under social media growth content, and it's a high-end paying niche on YouTube. And then if you are business-minded, you talk everything business, it's also a high-end paying niche because you are talking about business, and advertisers are willing to put more money in such content. Better yet, if you do finance, it's even worse. So there is money on YouTube, but it also depends who you talk about, who you are talking to when you are hearing about whether YouTube pays or not. The last one, which is my favorite one, why are you copying so-and-so's content? Obviously, in most cases, I always go back to this individual, probably I've never even heard of, go to their channels and check when they started their YouTube channel. And I go to the very first video and check when they started talking about YouTube. I started talking about this since 2020. And in most cases, I'm always accused of copying people that have started this type of content few months ago, sometimes 2 years ago. So, but I'm not going to say they are copying me because there is a lot of us that are doing this type of content. And show me where there is original content anywhere, whether on television, the movies, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, please. Because there's no such. We are all regurgitating somebody else's content in our own way and form. If you look at Days of Our Lives and you look at The Bold and the Beautiful, same script, different cast. Who's copying who? You watch the movies, there's going to be a villain and there's going to be a hero. But nobody turns it around where they make the villain the hero and the hero the villain. So what are you talking about? There's no such a thing as copying anybody's content on YouTube. There's no such a thing. And if you think that way, you need to educate yourself. There's no such a thing as copycatting. Absolutely nothing. What I do condemn, though, is if you do copy somebody's content and you deliver the content exactly the same way as the person you copied it from, then yeah, there's a problem. But if you deliver it in your own way with your own personality and authenticity, and the way people that are going to enjoy you, that's not copying. Yes, we may be talking about the same thing, but nobody copied anybody because there's no such a thing. Other than that, guys, those are the things that I see in my comment section when it comes to YouTube. And I thought, let me address it today so that you'll also be in a better position next time when you want to make a comment. Other than that, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And I do also, guys, have one-on-one consultation, YouTube coaching, if you may, $75 an hour. And I look forward to seeing you there. I now have 2 clients and I'm looking for 4. And let's do this. And I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.